Hello, I'm Jack Criss, publisher of Greater Jackson Business Magazine. We're joined with Cliff Torrence, who is the CEO of Retriever Inc. Cliff, you've got a great locally owned company. How long has Retriever Inc. been in existence?
We've been in operation just over 10 years.
And now tell me, there are a lot of payment processors that are out there in the world today, including some really large national ones. What is the number one issue to consider for a potential client when choosing a processor?
Well, when looking at a processor, what we've noticed in this industry is that businesses just don't need a processor, they need a service. So what we will do is we will come in and not only do the processing, but we'll study that business and make recommendations to them based on their particular business on changes they need to make to their processing.
You're in a unique position, really, in that your company has been successful and you work closely with people in the national office. How does this position allow you to provide more value to your customers?
Well, whenever we have a merchant that we bring on board with our company, we will assess the risk that comes from that merchant individually. So what that means to the merchant is savings in a lot of cases. Some cases it does not. But what it always means is that the transaction is going to be secure and their money is secure. The merchant wants to know at the end of the day, when they run a transaction through their machine and they see their product leave their store, they want to know that they're getting paid on that. And that's what we do.
Now, you're the only locally owned and operated ISO, is that right?
That's correct.
That's very important. That's very impressive. What does this mean for A, your competition, and B, your customers?
Well, what it means is that I literally set the rates for this region. Every single business that we do processing for, I set the rate for that business. So once we go in and study that business, look at their individual needs, look at the exposure on that particular business, then I go in and set the rates accordingly. Most of the time, pretty much always, the person that's doing that work on their account is not even based in the South, not even based in Mississippi. So they have no skin in the game here. You know, they're going to make sure that the company that they represent is more protected than the merchant that they're representing, if that makes sense.
It makes a difference.
It does.
It's locally owned.
That's correct.
Now, we've heard a lot about Tim, one of your installers, and there's a lot about Tim on your website. Now who is Tim, and what's so great about Tim, Cliff?
Tim, the whole position of Tim, now Tim is an actual person, but Tim is one of our guys that they do nothing but the technical side of our business. See, if you were a merchant and you were operating and it's a Saturday, and all of a sudden one of your employees spills Coke in your machine and it fries it. Now you can't take a credit card. Over 70% of all transactions in the U.S. today are credit card. So you're more or less, you're out of business. So you need a Tim. So the business model that I've developed in my company